Up the road and round the corner, it's all connected today through one staple, food. We serve you a course of multiple spices, flavored with history and modern-day concoctions. It's World Food Day. Thank you for joining us. This is Jamaica Magazine, and I am Adrian Atkinson. Your appetizer comes up right after this message.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, October 16. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett has ordered an intensive security audit of all properties within the sector, including hotels and attractions. This is part of efforts to strengthen safety and security within destination Jamaica for visitors and locals alike. The tourism product development company TPDeco has been directed to coordinate the process.
And then adherence to certain security protocols. The strongest necessary measures will be taken against companies found to be in this breach.
During the next couple of weeks, TPDeco will review security protocols across the sector and provide recommendations where needed. Business advisory and quality assurance firm PricewaterhouseCoopers Jamaica will also work with TPDeco in completing the security audit. Still on the tourism sector, revenues from cruise and stopover passenger spending are outpacing visitor arrival figures. Preliminary data from the Jamaica Tourist Board shows that foreign exchange earnings are surpassing arrival numbers by 10%. The projection is that by the end of 2018, tourism earnings will be about $3.3 billion. Last year, an unprecedented 4.3 million visitors spent $3 billion in the local economy. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett released the figures at the ministry's recent midterm review and strategic planning retreat. They show that for the last 5 years, arrivals have grown by 35% and revenue by over 40%. In other news, the new Fisheries Act aimed at further safeguarding the local sector was passed in the Senate on Friday. The bill will replace the Fishing Industry Act of 1975 and ramp up measures to tackle poaching and unregulated fishing in Jamaican waters. The new legislation will also facilitate the establishment of a proper licensing authority, equipped with the provisions and safeguards that ensure transparency. Leader of Government Business in the Upper House, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, says the bill will ensure that the industry is modernized and operating consistent with international best practices and norms.
The Fisheries Authority, which is a body corporate that is governed by a board, will have the responsibility to manage, develop, and regulate the fisheries and aquaculture industries. Its functions will include the granting, variation, suspension, and cancellation of licenses and authorizations. So it will be creating a much more transparent, stronger, and effective institutional mechanism for licensing.
The bill was passed with 25 amendments. Over 200 persons were awarded with national honors on Monday for their contribution to national development in various fields. The ceremony of investiture was held on the lawns of King's House. The Order of Merit was conferred on Harry Belafonte, who was absent. 4 Jamaicans in the fields of tourism, banking, entertainment, and construction were appointed members of the Order of Jamaica. Meanwhile, 34 received the Order of Distinction, rank of Commander, and 38 in the rank of Officer. The 72 men and women in uniform were the largest group represented. They received the Medal of Honor for meritorious service. 9 badges of honor for gallantry and 3 medals of honor for gallantry were awarded to brave men and women. They risked their lives to save children and babies in fires that broke out at the Walker's Place of Safety and the neonatal care unit at the Jubilee Hospital, as well as the 2017 flooding in Montego Bay and assistance to wounded colleagues. And Prime Minister Andrew Holness used his message to the nation on Monday to laud the everyday heroes.
There are countless heroes from all walks of life and in several sectors of business and industry, the public service, medical services, and others who continue to display acts of heroism daily. Jamaicans are truly extraordinary people, and we see constant reminders of our resilience, selflessness, and fortitude.
Mr. Holness also recognized members of the security forces who have lost their lives or suffered injuries in the line of duty.
It should not go without notice that the security forces have stepped up to the call to rid Jamaica of the criminal elements, while upholding the law and protecting the rights of all citizens, even the criminals.
Meanwhile, in his message, Leader of the Opposition, Dr. Peter Phillips, encouraged Jamaicans to be more involved in national and community development.
Fortunately, there are thousands of our ordinary Jamaican citizens whose daily contribution to nation building makes them national heroes and heroines in their own right. We would do well to emulate these Jamaicans who continue to give voluntary service every day.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.
From ska to rocksteady, reggae and dancehall, Jamaica's music continues to impact the world. And this year, the 8th staging of the JIS Heritage Competition celebrates our vibrant and dynamic musical heritage. I say yeah, I say yeah, what I say, to what I say. Can you hear me say yeah, yeah, that's what I say. And right now, someone else has died.
Students aged 9 to 12 enter the essay competition. Write 500 words on the topic, how has Jamaican music contributed to the country's growth and development?
Give it to me one time. Give it to me 2 times.
Secondary level students enter the poster competition with digital or illustrated pieces, and tertiary level students, the photo competition is for you.
And right now, someone else has
The topic for the poster and photo competition is Jamaica's music, the stage for growth and development.
now moonshine, bright tonight, how we are shine a big all night till daylight.
For additional information, visit the JIS website at www.jis.gov.jm. Email heritage essay, heritage poster, heritage photo, all at jis.gov.jm, or call 876-926-359024.
It's my legacy, all I've got to say. Hey, reggae, my song. The competition is now open.
And all entries must be submitted by Sunday, October 28th.
Prizes and surprises await you in the 2018 Jamaica Information Service Heritage Competition. Lord, I feel like crying now. I feel like moving. And
Cancer, stress, high blood pressure. Guard yourself against these potentially deadly conditions by eating healthy. Give your body long life with foods such as low-fat milk, dried and fresh peas and beans, unsalted nuts and seeds, fresh vegetables, fruits, and coconut water, and eliminate processed seasonings such as seasoning salt, soy sauces, and ketchup. When it comes to meats, remember to remove the skin to reduce the intake of fats and oils. Meats should also be baked, steamed, grilled, or roasted. Fish is also a preferred protein option. To eat healthy, fill your body with a variety of foods from all the food groups. And remember, eat at a slow pace and in small bites to help aid digestion. This helps to maintain a healthy, balanced, and nutritious diet, strengthening your body to ward off illness and prolong life.
For a main course, we travel to this parish. Its soil is said to produce the best produce, whether it may be fruits or vegetables. There, our plates or food baskets will never be empty, as it's the parish that feeds the nation.
parish of food, rum, and many firsts. Round the Bend takes you to St. Elizabeth.
Get the best jellies and the peanuts, dry corn, whatever fruits you like. It's all here.
From the lens of our drone, we could see how nature neatly knitted these bamboos that create a 2.5-mile canopy. Once inside, the shade provides the perfect rest stop, the natural way.
Whichever, roasted or raw. Pony sell by the bag. This is for 200, 1,500, that's it.
My name is Akeem, and this spring I've been here from a little boy growing up. And this spring I've been using mostly like Jamaica quarter don't really have water like that, because at times water gone a pipe and them with it, so we really use the spring more often than the pipe right now, because we use it for household, we use it for bathing, and we use it for some other little things. The spring is coming from way up to YS, it goes straight to Black River, where they have safari and so forth. I love St. Elizabeth still, so, and it's a joy to be here.
Welcome to the Waterloo Guest House, and let there be lights.
Waterloo Guest House, very historical building, the first place to receive electricity in the Caribbean and even before New York. It's also the first town in Black River here to receive a telephone and a motor car.
So what's the story behind Waterloo?
Well, what I've learned is that it was first owned by the Shakespeare and then the Leyden brothers, who has been living here for some quality time. They had imported their horses here, and in order for them to keep their horses cool, they had was to import
some form of electricity?
Yes, to provide them, get them cool. So that's basically what brought the history here, and for them to imported electricity.
Waterloo still exists today as an attraction?
Yes, it does. Currently we are running a restaurant, bar, and guest house. We try to do and please our guests. Whenever they come here, we try to have even a small attraction as this pool, which was the first in this region in St. Elizabeth.
Stacey-Ann, I
Yes.
have one last question.
Go ahead.
Why do you love St. Elizabeth?
Well, honestly, I was born in Kingston. I had to migrate here in St. Elizabeth, where my mom's husband is from. And the reason for me staying here this long is because of the warmth and love that you're feeling here.
Though my time here was short, I do feel loved and welcome.
Thank you.
So I'll be back, but for now, we'll go off to somewhere else in St. Elizabeth. If you're in Black River and you want to know the time, then stop by this treasure.
We lingered a bit in the capital to admire the intricate architecture of decades-old structures still standing among modern-day business. The capital also pays homage to those lost at sea, a part of history the seaside town will not abandon.
My grandfather originated from Scotland. His beard was all the way down here, but I didn't know him. Yeah. And I think he must have came with the slaves, from Scotland. And this is how we, and coming up in our family, all of us come up with a fair skin.
My great-grandfather was English. He come here in, I think, in the slavery.
Flaggerman, Pedro Plain, and the Treasure Beach area. I understand they were Polish, and they started to settle there.
Let me ask you something. I've been told that lettuce used to be a plantation where they would make rope.
That thing called sisal. The roads used to be along the roadside. We used to do it. And they used to cut it, scrape it, and put it together and twine it to make rope.
Our journey started on the eastern end, and now we conclude this wonderful cultural feature on St. Elizabeth right here at Treasure Beach.
I would like to welcome each and every one of you to Jack Sprat's in Treasure Beach in particular. Treasure Beach is a fishing village with 4 coves. You have the Great Pedro Bluff, the Great Calabash Bay, Frenchman's, Belize Bay. Becoming a farming community and a tourism community. People are opening more new businesses like restaurants, new houses, guest houses, small hotels.
St. Elizabeth. See you soon.
Gastronomy has the potential to create niche travel and offers both domestic and international visitors the opportunity to sample the varied cuisine that our island offers. From a road food experience to gourmet 5-star Jamaican dining. Our chefs, both trained and untrained, are among the best and the most creative in the region, and we should capitalize on this as there are so many unique experiences that can be created. The economic link between gastronomy and tourism will create more demand for local agricultural produce, especially those exotic food items not readily seen in most of our hotels.
Jerk pork or chicken, stewed peas, rice and peas, managed water, you name them. Natural fruits and vegetables, mango, Otahiti apple, callaloo. There are so many Jamaican food that are loved. Dig in.
Jamaicans are running away with the event. Can Trinidad and Tobago take the second spot? Asafa Paul, Jamaica, gold, 37.10. World record!
Born and fed in Jamaica, homegrown athletes sustained by the foods of the soil, enriched to reach international heights of glory.
It's a fabulous moment in Jamaican and Caribbean track and field history.
An agricultural sector steeped in a tradition of excellence, ripe for expanded production, energized to tap into new markets. A nation of champions. Food. For most, that probably means the broad label for just about every edible item we humans consume. Now, Jamaicans fully agree to this, but in the lingua of the island, food is also a specific term for the side dishes that accompany the main course of Jamaican meals. You might also hear them called ground or grung provisions, yam, potato, sweet or Irish, dasheen, cocoa, cassava, and others that are staples of the island's agricultural output. Farmers, supported by government and strong private groups, plant and harvest these crops for the discerning Jamaican consumer and a reliable export market. As the world marvels at the lightning speed of the likes of Usain Bolt and Veronica Campbell-Brown, many have asked, is it in the food? Perhaps the yellow yam?
When we roast the yellow yam, when we roast the yellow yam, and we slice it in a two, and we slice it in a two.
The skin is brown, sometimes black, and some say scaly. Peel away the outer layer and get to the heart of its starchy goodness. There you'll find fulfillment and a taste that is as distinctive as the indescribable talent of our trailblazing athletic stars. More importantly, in the heart of our yams are essential nutrients for healthy living: vitamins C and B6, potassium, manganese, fiber, and iron. These nutrients converge in several varieties of the Jamaican yam, a tuber with off-white, purple, white, yellow, and sometimes red flesh, depending on the variety. For every type of yam, there is a uniquely Jamaican name, like renta, yampi, moonshine, or afu. Whatever the name, they're all edible, just so long as you cook them first. And with thousands of acres of fertile land, yam production is an island-wide vocation in Jamaica. But you might be surprised, or not, to know that the most popular yam-producing parish, Trelawney, is also the home of the world's fastest man.
Daylight come and me want go home. Work all night.
From jerk to curry recipes, Jamaican cooking is all about the spices, sourced right on the island. With the support of the state entity responsible for managing all things agricultural, the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, Jamaica's spice producers are on the verge of stamping a bolder mark on the competitive international industry, with many programs unfurling to increase the production of traditional spices like ginger, turmeric, nutmeg and pimento, and non-traditional spices such as hot peppers and onion. And the possibilities are bountiful. Take ginger and turmeric, for example. Both grow with relative ease almost anywhere on the island. In fact, travel to some places in Jamaica and you can find turmeric growing wild, unfettered by any environmental condition that could stunt its growth. Whether for use as a condiment, for its healing properties, or simply for coloring, consumers worldwide can't seem to get enough turmeric. Global trade in turmeric has been trending up, and so have prices. As for Jamaican ginger, it has long been considered among, if not the best in the world. Current global demand for Jamaican ginger is estimated at 21,000 metric tons in its fresh form and 4,200 tons dried, and there's room for growth. Jamaica is a tiny giant in the world of agro-processed foods. Island producers are dishing out big, unique flavors, employing ingenuity and utilizing the support of state agencies to steadily eke out more of the international market for these goods. Jamaican companies like Central Food Packers are making a mark on this agricultural offshoot, exporting quality canned, bottled and baked foods to markets in North America, the United Kingdom, Canada and the Caribbean. Included in the mix are mild to spicy hot sauces, jams and jellies, a must if you want to proclaim your Jamaicanness. Ackee, delivered to you in a can, and for a bit of green delight, callaloo canned in brine. Then there are some unique Jamaican spreads for your breads and biscuits, like a dab of Solomon Gundy or a spoonful of delicious mango, sorrel or tamarind chutney. And let's not forget the roots wines. Jamaica's value-added agro-processors are engaged in other sweet pursuits. Companies like Honeykiss are churning out all-natural honey confections. As they'll tell you, and you can taste for yourself, pure Jamaican wildflower honey is infused with just a choops of natural unique fruits, vegetables and spices, ginger, Blue Mountain coffee, pimento, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper. Sweet, aromatic, rich, strong are entirely inadequate labels. Have a taste of authentic Jamaican honey and what you'll get is a pure, honest flavor, aroma and taste, and medicinal benefits that make healthy living absolutely enticing. Whether your delight is tea, coffee, or maybe cocoa, Jamaican value-added producers have carved out a reputation for delivering only the best. Jamaica is known for its lush landscapes, revered for its music, celebrated for its track stars, and the world is hooked on our coffee. And it's hardly surprising. The species of choice in the Jamaican coffee industry, Arabic coffee, is widely accepted as producing the far superior cup. And Blue Mountain is the brand best loved by coffee connoisseurs from near and far, commanding high prices wherever it's sold. Cultivated high up in the misty blue-hued mountains of the island, maturing in rich volcanic-based soil, only the best bright red cherries are hand-picked, sun-dried, stored, cured, hulled, polished, sized, hand-sorted and packaged to bring the highest quality coffee to your tables. The end product is a cup of exceptionally balanced, exotic and intense aroma with an intricate range of flavor notes that is said to include a subtle hint of herbs, spice, and chocolate. Let's take a tea break. Authentic, Jamaican, instant, Salada teas are among a thriving tea market that bags flavors familiar to most people and countries, mixed in with some distinct Jamaican blends. Now for another sweet treat. The cacao plant, or Jamaican cocoa, is a wide-branching evergreen tree from which the world-famous Jamaican cocoa, chocolate, and cocoa butter are produced. Local companies like Chocolate Dreams are milking the lessons learned from centuries of Jamaican cocoa production to turn out sweet delights for every palate. Besides being a pleasure to the taste buds, these products benefit from the many nutritious compounds of the Jamaican cocoa beans. From the mild stimulant of the caffeine alkaloid theobromine to its natural fat starch and the natural amphetamine phenylethylamine, Jamaican cocoa is a folk remedy for maladies from wounds to fevers, coughs, burns, and listlessness. Its fat, Jamaican cocoa butter, is used in confections, in manufacturing soaps and cosmetics. Sweet, medicinal, another Jamaican agri-pursuit poised for new investment, ready to compete with the best anywhere in the world. So, what's your delight? Whatever it is, Jamaican farmers and end producers are uniquely and creatively positioned to deliver. In this land of wood and water, champions are not just made for the tracks, they're also found in the fields and in the shopping carts of discerning consumers the world over.
Enjoy yourself in your homeland. A little more, I and I rope in. Go rubber ducky.
This is where the magazine closes for today. Send us an email and give us your opinion on our Heritage Month parish features round the bend. And if you missed the parishes highlighted thus far, just click on our YouTube channel. If you want to know more about our country's history, visit our website, jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the entire production crew here at the JIS, I'm Adrian Atkinson. See you next time.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.